There are several reasons Christianity is experiencing a rapid decline in popularity, but the most significant ones can be attributed to the following factors. Number 1. It's the influence of unethical or harmful social media practices, and it's unstoppable.
Christianity in decline. Recent surveys show that fewer Americans are attending church, and fewer are calling themselves Christian, especially younger adults. According to the Pew Research Center, 50 years ago, 90% of the U.S. population was Christian. Today, that percentage has dropped to 50%. Christian pollster George Barna found that millennials are replacing biblical principles with worldly spiritualism. So is social media to blame? Here with us to share his thoughts is Scott Cleland. He's executive director of the Restore Us Institute.
You have to realize there's a root cause that makes all of those social media and tech problems being problems. And so, otherwise they wouldn't be behaving all the exact same way if they didn't have a root cause that was similar.
Well, what is that root cause?
Thanks for asking, because that's the focus of everything we do. There is a U.S. Internet unaccountability policy. And what do we mean by that? Is that in the policy, it's that the Internet and its services should be unfettered by federal and state regulation. It should be self-regulated. And then the court basically said it was absolutist free speech. Well, surprise, surprise, Internet unaccountability policy. What it does is it promotes anarchy. When you have unaccountability policy on autopilot for 26 years, it is affecting Christians over a long period of time. The church, everything we teach, it's difficult. When you have an absence of government officially, what you have approved anarchy on autopilot.
Unethical social media practices, such as a lack of accountability, manipulative algorithms, and privacy violations, collectively contribute to broader societal changes that erode moral values. Number 2. One of the greatest challenges many churches face is achieving financial sustainability without compromising their mission. For example, how can they conduct effective fundraising campaigns or collect tithes without appearing intrusive or inviting public scrutiny? In other words, how can a church remain financially stable while keeping its focus on spreading the gospel rather than getting caught up in the business side of operations?
Most pastors say they entered the ministry to help people and to preach the Word of God. But the reality is, up to 90% of a pastor's time is spent on things that have nothing to do with those noble goals. Instead, they spend their time caught up in the business of running a church. Stephen Lentz, a pastor who's also a lawyer, says the average pastor is ill-equipped to handle the pressures and responsibilities of running a church, and that's why many of them fail.
And number 3. Immigration brings in more religiously diverse populations, leading to a relative decline in Christian affiliation. Which religion is growing the fastest worldwide? While Christianity currently has the largest number of followers, demographic projections suggest that, if current trends continue, Islam will surpass Christianity by around 2085. That means that this shift would occur within roughly a single generation. Now, is this problem simply a matter of personal faith? Or does it point to something broader? How does the decline of Christianity become a global issue that affects societies worldwide?
What is the world's most dangerous ideology? In the first part of the 20th century, the answer was fascism. First manifest in Italy in the 1920s, and then in Nazi Germany and in Imperial Japan. It took a world war and 50 million dead to stamp it out. In the second half of the 20th century, the answer was communism. Between the Soviet Union, Mao's China, and their client states, at least 100 million people were killed in its wake. Today, the answer is Islamism, a radical and often violent form of Islam. Like fascism and communism, Islamism is totalitarian in nature. The state controls everything. Also, like fascism and communism, Islamism is inherently expansionist. It always seeks to get bigger, cross borders, and bring as many peoples as possible under its control. And, like fascism and communism, many of Islamism's adherents are prepared to kill to achieve its aims. Those aims are antithetical to everything Western and other free societies stand for. Free speech, free enterprise, freedom to practice or not to practice any religion, freedom of assembly, a free press, and, of course, fundamental human and civil rights for all their citizens. Iran, the Sudan, Saudi Arabia, the Muslim parts of Nigeria, parts of Pakistan, Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan, and wherever else Sharia has established a foothold. Islamism wants the entire world governed by Sharia, and anyone who opposes Islamist expansionism is the enemy and must be destroyed.
If we fail to act now, these issues will eventually snowball into irreversibility. the time has come to take decisive action, and the solution is already here within our reach. What if there was a way to help churches generate substantial income by doing exactly what they are already doing, effectively removing the financial burden of sustainability and allowing them to focus more fully on their true mission of spreading the gospel? More specifically, we will be literally diverting a potentially massive stream of funds from the unethical practices of big tech to participating churches and helping support the growth of Christianity. What if this business campaign could address pressing social challenges and help repair the harm caused by unethical technologies and influence the trajectory of future generations toward higher moral principles? And what if we could amplify the reach of Christian values across the world, creating a powerful and inspiring influence that touches global societies in unprecedented ways? Now, what if I told you that these goals are not only attainable, but the solution is already here?
We're the solution to key social media issues, including hacked accounts, accountability, unfair algorithms, and privacy risks. We'll automate church funding and accelerate the rapid growth of Christianity. And we'll work to strengthen and restore positive moral values for the next global generation. We proudly present to you AeeDee, the biblically grounded, multifaceted super social app that aims to return online control back to the people. Now, how can we achieve this? It's actually quite simple. Everyone uses social media, yet today's platforms come with several major problems. We happen to be a super app that not only offers almost everything they provide, but also delivers real solutions to those problems. And since you're already guiding your community, just simply inform people that they can do the same things they're doing now, but on a much safer platform, and that's on AeeDee. And as your members grow, you'll see more and more funds coming in automatically to help support your mission, quite literally while you sleep. And you'll feel good knowing that those funds are moving away from harmful platforms and towards efforts that uplift and support communities. Here's how it works. If you want to be included, visit our website and register your church under its respective city. Once verified, you'll be notified and given access to your portal, where you can manage your progress and collect your funds. And yes, these funds are our tithes, coming directly from our profits and not from our users. And don't worry, it's about as easy as using your email. And whether or not you personally influence them, everyone who supports your church, at no cost by the way, enables us to provide our support to you.
Also, have you ever wondered, if social media is free, how do those companies make billions? You see, 85% of the 8 billion global population are already smartphone users, and what ranks top of their usage is social media. And digital ad spend in 2023 has already crossed $600 billion, estimated to reach a whopping $870 billion in 2027. So we asked ourselves, why allow a few irresponsible billionaires to continue benefiting when these resources could be redirected to strengthen Christianity? And so with AeeDee,
Each time someone advertises supporting your church,
you automatically receive 8%. That's right, for every ad, 8%. And not only that, AeeDee is a super app, a juggernaut of digital products. Each time
every single member supporting your church
makes a purchase, you automatically get 8%. Yes, every purchase, by every member, 8%. And while you are in the process of growing your membership and need immediate funds, we have unique fundraising products that are designed to sell quickly, just like Girl Scout cookies, and simultaneously attract new members. After all, that's your key. The more members you have, the more possibilities you'll have to make even more. You're probably thinking, okay, so what do I need to do? It's super simple. Just get people excited about using AeeDee. That's all. And you'll eventually notice it takes off by itself. The coolest part is, nearly everyone it reaches will likely be part of your city. You're not selling, you're inviting. And we're definitely not another MLM. People already know the problems we're out there fixing. For example, on June, 16 billion passwords were hacked. The very first thing you'll notice with AeeDee is that you won't need a password. And the best part is, AeeDee is for everyone.
You can talk to anyone about it, anywhere. Sure, solving a problem this colossal takes time, but this is a self-sustaining business built for longevity, powered by a solid formula that other platforms obviously don't have. And that's God at its core, and greed removed from the equation. As you can see, the potential rewards may be significant, but we must never lose sight of the true reason we began this campaign. We are indeed facing challenges as formidable as Goliath's. Yet if we set aside our petty doctrinal disputes
and respect Catholics as Catholics or Protestants as Protestants in the real world, that's a personal calling between each individual and God. But online, we can honor John 13:34, in which Jesus commands us to love one another. And so, if we can only get together online
and stand united, we can overcome them all as one Christian people under God. This isn't difficult. Our strategies are built on what people are already accustomed to. But we need to stand together to have the power to make a global impact. Despite the different doctrines, He's the same Jesus. Let's unite as one, online. No more division.